I'm going to be honest with you, teaching nutrition, it's not my first love. It's not my biggest love because it is so controversial. And people, this is where I get a lot of people. This is where I get a lot of resistance from people. My loves personally of the exercise, of getting people out their own way, the motivation, the combining the spirituality and holistic approaches. But nutrition, not so exciting to me, mainly because of all the dramas that I've got from people around the subject. I mean, yes, I'm qualified to teach you. Yes, I can give you all the advice, but it's not my passion. However, I do realise that this needs to be. Most people just need this section. A lot of people they do need advice on this section. Okay, they're not where they need to be with it. So it does need to be included. So are we taking nutrition too seriously? Definitely. The answer is yes to this. I can pretty much guarantee you will have been taking nutrition too seriously. Do you struggle with the nutrition side of things? I would say yes again. Do you get yourself in a constant flap? What is right, what is wrong to eat, and when to eat it? The majority of people do. Why? Why do we? Because there is a massive amount of information out there about what we should or should not be eating. There is always a program on the television about it. There's always a new book out, one person giving us this advice, one person giving us completely the opposite advice of the last person. They're all experts, professionals, and all the rest. They're all doctors, and yet they're all giving completely the opposite advice from the last one. So no wonder we're all so confused and overwhelmed and haven't got a bloody clue what to do. Okay, this is all about marketing and selling their products. Okay, so you're a nutritionist, you want to be rich, you want to write a book, and you want a lot of people to buy it. What do you do then to get the attention, to get yourself on, I don't know, This Morning about your new book? What do you do? You shock people. All marketers do it, and when you realise this, when you see this, this will become clear that every product does it, or pretty much every product does it. They shock people. They say something that is going to shock people and get attention. That will make people panic. Okay, so the more shocking the statement is, fruit is high in sugar, we shouldn't eat it. Don't eat bread. I mean, fruit is high in sugar. Yeah, it's high in sugar, but you still need to be having fruit. Okay, but they'll say things like this because then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, fruit! I've always thought that we're supposed to have fruit. Don't eat bread." Oh my gosh, every blinking house in the country eats bread. So that's the most shocking thing that they could say. I'm not saying these things aren't true. I'm not saying there's not maybe a little bit of truth in them somewhere along the lines. But what they're doing is they're making people panic. Oh my gosh, she says don't do that. She says don't do that. Oh, well, what should we do then? And then you will go on to buy their book because it's been so shocking. It's got your attention. It's got loads of attention. It's got itself on the TV. And then you'll do their nutrition program. You'll read the book. And then, bingo, they've got loads of custom. Okay? It's all about marketing. It really is. So all marketers do this. Shock tactics to grab attention. You start having a look out for it when you're around the shops. Sun cream, for example. We'll get cancer if we don't have sun cream on. I'm not saying there's not truth in that, but do we need a little bit of sun in the day where we haven't got sun cream on? Yeah, because we need our vitamin D, but there's so much marketing and stuff gone into it to make you completely like, oh my gosh, I've got to put sun cream on my kids like year round. Because they're trying to sell a product. They make you worry and panic, and then you buy their product. Okay? It's like this with toothpaste. It's like this with Listerine. Oh my gosh, we had that one where all the teeth were falling out or something, and then everyone's like, oh, flipping out. Then Listerine sales went through the blinking roof because of the amazing marketing, which it was. It was amazing marketing. Everyone panicked. And did it do them some good? Yeah, because they probably had a cleaner mouth. Probably a lot of people didn't lose the teeth down the line. But, come on, take it with a pinch of salt. A lot of this is about marketing and a lot of it is about selling their products. And this is the biggest, with nutrition, This really is like, there's one person trying to outshock the other, one person trying to outshock them, and that is why everyone's so confused about it. That is, okay? Yeah, so it is great marketing, to be fair. You know, there's one guy saying like cut out your carbs, and another person saying cut out your proteins. You're understanding me, yeah? It's just to sell a product, but the general public are all left seriously like confused and panicked, and every time we go to eat anything, we're like, well, oh my gosh, what should we be eating? They said to do it this way, they said to do it that way. This is why whatever nutrition advice I give, I always have people saying, but such and such said it to do it this way, you know, such and such said to do it this way. Whatever you do in nutrition, there will always be conflicting advice out there. Always. So we just got to accept that, okay? I mean, you can go on Google and type in, are pizzas healthy for you? Or why pizzas are healthy for you? And it'll come up with a load of reasons why pizzas are healthy for you. Are pizzas unhealthy for you? It'll come up with a load of reasons why pizzas are unhealthy for you. It's like that with everything. Should I eat fruit? Should I not eat fruit? It'll come up with it. I'm yet to hear water's bad for you. That'll be the next one, the next big shocking one. Don't drink water. Just drink Coca-Cola. Okay. I'm not meaning this to sound rude at all, but just use common sense, okay? Just realise that this is all that's happening. It's just marketing and selling in big companies, their products, okay? Just use your common sense. Do you think that fruit that comes from nature is going to be bad for you? Really? Do you? Do you think that only eating carbs on a Monday and a Wednesday and a Friday, and then only eating protein on a Tuesday and a Thursday, do you think that's going to be good for your body? Do you think that's going to be a good idea? Okay, I hate to say it to you, probably be disappointed actually by this section, because a lot of it is just common sense. A lot of it is common sense. It's basic and it's easy. There's no need to overthink it at all. What I'm going to tell you is actually probably a bit boring. It's going to be a bit disappointing for you. Be like, oh right, so it's that simple. That's it. And you already know this anyway. Deep down, you already know this. You've just been confused by too many extremely good marketers. That's all it is. Okay, so we are going to go back over the